Hi, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning from whenever you're calling in from or watching this recording from. Hope we had a good week and a good weekend. We preparing for yet another day. If you guys can see my screen, there's gonna be so much news this week that we're getting into. And I think the upper week we have the G20 summit meetings. When certain countries they all come together for their whatever it is that they talk about in their closed door meeting that they have, and that's gonna affect all the currencies as for next week. So guys, just take advantage, just be prepared for that. But for this week, we have a whole lot of things happening all the way from Monday. Draghi is going to speak Monday, speaking Tuesday as well. A lot of news releases from Monday down to Friday. As you can see, it's just going to be red everywhere. So we're going to be taking advantage of a number of pairs just to see how we can trade them FOMC this week as well. Trade them and hopefully by God's grace, we can succeed or win at every one of those trades that we'll be taking. Not saying that we would definitely win at every trade because there's so much uncertainty in the market, but we'll try as much as possible to see how we can manage the trades so that we reduce our risks. Now, one thing I wanted to actually point out again, I know I'm always saying this, but I have to keep saying it, I have to keep hitting it and banging it on us. You do not have control over the market. You do not have control over what the market is going to do. Nobody does. The only thing you have control of as a retail trader is your risk management. You only have control. You only thing you know is your risk management. You do not know what the market is going to do, if it's going to go up or if it's going to come down. The only thing you can do, you have control of, or is where to put your stop loss, where how much you're going to enter the market with, when to close your trade, when to enter your trade. Those are the only things you have control over. You can decide to sit on your hand, that you have control over. But what is going to happen in the market, you have no absolute control, absolutely no control over it. All right, so I just need to point that out. So sometimes, because I find people that say, okay, I'm so sure this is what's going to happen, this is what's going to happen, and then when it doesn't happen, they get so upset about it. I'm like, but the thing is this: you don't have control over it. You do not have control over it. So if you make an analysis and you expect that to happen and it doesn't go through your way, it doesn't make you a bad trader. It just means that you just need to possibly look, re-strategize or reanalyze and see where you can enter at a good trade. You can see head and shoulder, clear head and shoulder that's supposed to work out, and out of nowhere just messes up like something like this. This would have been a perfect head and shoulder. Let me see that. This probably possibly, if somebody looks at it, will have said, oh, this is a perfect head and shoulder, isn't it? But what happened? It didn't drop as low as we expected it to go. See what happened? It came all the way down here and then went back. You see, some people might feel, okay, might look at that and say, okay, I failed at this trade, I didn't do well at this trade. You actually did well. You actually saw the head and shoulder. It played out. But the fact that it didn't play out so well to the letter doesn't make you a bad trader. It just means you just move on to the next trade. See what I mean? So, all right. So I just wanted to just throw that out there so that just to encourage somebody, because you might be trading and maybe you've missed a few trades and feel you're not making progress. The fact that you're actually winning at certain trades just means that you're making progress. Just need to try harder. Just look for more trades. If you trade 10 trades, at least 2 or 3 may work out. The only thing that you have control is your risk management, money management, so that you can actually maximize your profit in those 3 trades. So you don't lose. You may lose 5 trades out of maybe, let's say, out of 10 trades, you lose 6 trades. So if you're losing, say, 20 pips for each of those 6 trades, but you're making, for the ones that you won, you make 50 pips, 70 pips. It means you're actually winning at the end of the day. That's what you have control over. All right. So, but don't put your stop loss and tend to want to lose 120 or 200 pips loss. That's just too extreme, guys. So just know it at the back of your mind that you do not have control over the trade. You don't know what the trade is going to do, but the only thing you have control over is your stop loss. I thought I should just throw that out there. So now, starting out, Euro NZD. I believe I told you guys about this trade, just to look out for this trade. I was looking for this inverted head, this head and shoulder. Was expecting to play out and to continue to the downside. It was short-lived. It went back up, and I said, okay, if it goes back up, we're going to look for a trade here. If you remember my analysis here, if it breaks above that, we're going to look for a trade to the upside. That's exactly what happened. Price broke out, came back into it. I have my trade running on this one already. So we are expecting this to continue to that level here. As you already see, I've already marked it here. That's where we're expecting that trade to get to. And hopefully it does. But if it doesn't, stop loss already moved in. Again, remember, we don't have control over it. It may not happen. It may happen. So stop loss already moved in. That's how you control. That is where you have control over your stop losses and your take profits and all of that. Where you're going to get out of the market. You cannot just get out of the market at this level. It could be enough for you to be able to meet your daily goal or weekly goal, whatever it is that you have as a goal. All right. So that's for now. You don't really have any trade at this level. Where you might find a trade if you're going to trade this is if trade um, price gets to this level. That's where you may find. Excuse me. You know I always change that to yellow. If price gets to that level, this is where you have to find your trade again. So you may find a trade coming back down, or you may find a trade going back, retesting and then going back up. Let me do that very well. You may find a trade doing that retest and then going back up. So you do not have a trade at this level right now because, as you can see, there's nothing on the left. There's no analysis. There's no data on the left for you to play with. The only data you have is at this level or at that level. So let this play out. Now, another thing I wanted to throw out in the mix for you is, guys, listen. Again, I know I've been talking about this, but I have to keep saying it. You do not have to take every trade. Sometimes you might have to sit down on your hand and wait for days before you find a trade to take. Always look for trades at the highs and at the lows. Ignore the trades in the middle, except you're scalping for the 20 pips, the 30 pips, and all of that. If you're really, really looking for trades that you want to hold and take you to the, massive wins, wait for them. Don't just jump in when the trades have begun. You just need to sit down. If you missed it, just let it go. Look for another trade that you can take. Always take your trades at key levels, key highs, key lows, or even key levels. If you find trades in the middle, but there are key levels in the middle, you can take it. For example, something like this. This was a key level because, as you can see, it kept touching and reacting at that level. So if you decided to take a trade, you would have possibly gotten a good trade because, as you can see, it broke out of that, came back into it, probably will have taken that, but you see, it came back into that again. So if you missed it the first time, possibly will have taken it the second time. And you see what happened? It went to the moon. So those are some of the things that can happen in the market. So key levels are very key. So first of all, you need to find out, identify those key levels, then you can take your trade full. For this one, you don't have a trade at this level yet. Your trade is somewhere around here or somewhere around here. If price eventually comes back down, that's where you might find a trade. And if it breaks that to the level here, then you might find another trade going down. So yep, just thought I'd throw that out there again. The next trade I'm going to be looking at is Euro Aussie. This is a trade that you guys should be looking for taking now, because remember what I said, guys, that price would get into that level you're looking is a strong level, so you're looking for a sell. If you make a trade here, have a stop loss. Okay, that's what I said. If you take a trade here, have a stop loss if it bounce. That is, if you enter at that level, then have a stop loss just in case it bounces. And yeah, so you have it. It did bounce. It bounced to that level. So I said it may bounce from here. I mean, it may reject this level and drop, or it may reject this level. So the two levels I picked up, and then as you can see, it didn't. It kind of rejected a bit. It did some movement, but then what did you see? You see that rejection. And then what did you see? Push to the upside, but no sweat. We still have another level at this side. As you can see clearly, see there a lot of rejection happening. So if you drop down to your 4-hour time frame, you can see at what's it called now? A bullish engulfing candle played out, gave us, that's an entry, an opportunity for us to take that trade. And then what do you see? Give a pullback as well. Drop down to my smaller time frame. Remember the strategy, see a bullish engulfing candle, drop down to your smaller time frame, wait for a retest. So retest already happened. So if you're not, I'm already on this trade, guys. I'm already in this trade. So if you're not in this trade yet, you have to, where you might find opportunity to enter would be at this level, because it's still at the high. So you might find opportunity if that breaks and then continues. But this level is a level as well that may actually push back up or push back up. So just gotta be careful. My best place to enter a trade will always be at the top. So my stop loss will be here, because if I enter my trade at this level, if I enter my trade stay at this level, this is still where my stop loss is gonna be, or it's gonna possibly be here, but that offers a level of risk, because price may push up just because it needs to come back here before pushing down. So again, it's a risk that you might be willing to take if you want to. So your level will be here. Or you can do this, you can ignore all of that altogether and then let price come down to that key level. That will be your better place for you to take a trade. So let price come down there, but I'm more biased about this thing continuing to the downside. But remember, I do not have the what's it called now, the golden ball, or what do they call it now, the crystal ball, to know for sure that it's going to go up or it's going to come down. I only do it based on my analysis as well. So then I believe that this is going to come down, possibly. Possibly come here and I look for another trade for myself. I have one entry here, so I'm going to look for another entry to continue to the downside. But if you want to enter early, this is, see, the reason why I'm advocating this level is because it gave me a bounce, So you might need to wait for it to break. Don't just jump in, because you can see there's a rejection happening. It may just go up here. So another opportunity you might find to enter would be again at this level. You see, because that's where the pullback got into. So that may be your level there to find a trade. Either that level or this level price goes back into it. But if, who knows, it may just do this and then continue to the downside. So if that doesn't happen, the next place, if it just keeps coming down, then your next level would be that level. Yep. Then that level. Yep. So that's Euro Aussie for some of us that want to take that trade. That's one trade I'm really, really looking forward to this week. Euro, um, Euro pound is another trade out that I actually thought, it's been playing around here for some of us that remembered. I missed it. I came down and then bounced all of that level, but it's fine. It's absolutely fine. I got another entry at this level. I did post it that, guys, if you need to look for an entry at that level, a break above and retest, and that's what happened here. So it's continuing to the upside now. So I'm looking for it to go to that level. It's almost at this what's it called now, this consolidation level. As you can see, it may just turn at this level, but I already have my stop loss moved in. I did say, guys, that wait for price to break above that, come back into it, and then you look for a trade. As you can see, even on your daily time frame, you can see clearly price broke above, came back into it, and now went up. Even though if you drop to your smaller time frame, you can still see it came above, went up, came down, and then it's been doing that. But then as it's been doing that, it's been pushing up as well. So we're well on our way to where we're going to. So stop loss moved into profit. So now the way to trade this one would be two ways. Now, if price is going to continue to the upside, is for you to look for that. Excuse me, I need to take this out of the way. Is for you to look for that trade to push above again. So if you're not already in this, look for that trade to push up above, and then that's to clear all of that level. It still looks like a strong bullish movement. So look for that level, but then it's so close to this level. So even though your entry, you're gonna have to protect your profit. Do it with stop loss somewhere around here, so it doesn't kick you out. You don't lose that trade and with a massive loss if it does decides to come down. So that's where you'll be looking for your trade at that 0.89450. That's your level for your trade. So break above that, because what can happen, you need to see a break above. What can happen, you may just go there and then come back and hit my stop loss and profit somewhere here and possibly continue to the upside. That may happen. So if you want to take an early entry, just wait for it to break above and then come back into it before you can look for your trade. That's Euro pound. Euro Swiss franc. Now, and this one, I'm looking for an inverted head and shoulders. You guys remember I posted it last time. I actually expected this to come down and then bounce, and that's exactly what happened. Price came down and then bounced, but then it's trying to push back down again. So I'm believing that it's probably trying to create an inverted head and shoulder. You can see the left shoulder. Actually, you remember, guys, I told you that this is coming down. That's what has been happening. Price came all the way from that top, came down. We saw that move all the way down here. Had my stop loss somewhere around here. I think I've moved it into profit now, thereabout. So now we see that inverted head and shoulder, that move. So expecting that to continue will be a massive win. If we can't get that move, I'm going to drop to my 4-hour time frame, and so you can see clearly. So you can see that, let me get that out. Oops, excuse me. So you can see that move, can see that shoulder, neckline, the head, and then the left shoulder playing out. So your trade for inverted head and shoulder, you guys already know what your trade is for inverted head and shoulder. That's this level here. This level is your trade for inverted. How's my hand so not straight? Okay, that's your level for inverted head and shoulder. So it means you're going to have to wait for price to come back into this level. So you take your trade at that level, and take it to the upside to continue on that move, like this line that I marked up. For some people might want to say, okay, I'm gonna take an early entry. I just want to take an early entry. So maybe you might want to wait for this. I have my entry at this level. The stop loss somewhere around here. Who knows? I may lose it. Who knows? But that's part of trading. You can't win every trade. So I have my entry at this level, so you might want to maybe let it break. I thought I entered here because I saw that move come down. Yes, it actually came down. I thought it was going to come down, hit it, and then continue. But what happened? It kind of continued to the downside. It may just be them trying to take out all of the stop losses before continuing to the upside. So if you want to trade this, let it come back into that level. Sweet, come back into that level and then look for your trade at that level. That would be your 1.1206, 1.12065 or 600, whatever. So just look for that trade, that level, and then take it to the upside. But if we can get that entry, that good entry, if you can't take it, if you can't get at that entry there, if you want to be careful, just let it come into that level, like I said the first time, and then take your trade at that level. But your stop loss would definitely be below the previous shoulder, the right shoulder. All right, so that is that, but this will be your TP. This will be your final TP, or maybe a few pips below that, depending on what the market gives. So that's your euro, Swiss franc, euro or USD. Now, this is one trade I will still have to just be careful, because heavily manipulated trade. We always trade it based on the dollar as well. So this is what's happening. Who knows? The dollar may just decide to. To be honest, if you ask me, I'm more particular about this thing continuing to the upside. I know a lot of people are talking about selling, but I'm still very much bullish about this dollar, meaning that the euro USD may just continue to the downside. As you can see, it's already making its move. So if I bring this down, I just wanted to show us something on the higher time frame. So look at this now. Look at this. Excuse me. Look at this move. It's been in this channel, up and down, up and down, up and down. So you got to this level. So as you can see it for yourself, you just let me get this out of the way. As you can see it for yourself, price has come down. It's pushed up. So I believe that it's going to come down again. If you want to look at it, from that perspective. So I believe that this needs to keep coming down. Yep. So, but that's one side of it. So if you drill down now, if you drill that down, bring it to the smaller time frame, you can see that head and shoulder that did not fully play out. So I'm still believing that this might just continue to the downside. Price eventually is going to break. So who knows? Maybe this move that is coming is going to just come in and then break and then continue to the downside. But if that happens, that would be a very good trade for us. So your level would be to let price to come and break that level. Let price come in, break this level right here, and you can look for your trade. Let it come back into it and then look for your trade and trade it down there. Your next level for TP, obviously, guys, you already know. If you break that level, that's your money right there. That's your money. But we will never know what is going to happen. So we're just going to have to wait. So for all we care, these guys are just going to keep manipulating this thing until they get as much money as they want before they finally dump it or maybe push it. So this may just come back here and then push up again. Remember, guys, I marked these levels and I said price is going to keep pushing to the upside, and then that's what happened. Price kept pushed to that level, all the levels that are created. So, and even on that trend line, look at what happened, got into it, and now it's rejecting and it's coming down again. So this may just come down into that level and then push up again. Who knows? But what I'm really particular about, what I'm really, really waiting for, is for this thing to continue to the downside. Yep. So that's Euro USD. But I know it seems as if I'm kind of rushing, but one of the reasons why I try to do this, because I'm still going to give you the charts. I'm going to post the charts. I watch the charts every step of the way. So I just give you the live update of what the charts are doing. I can give you an overview like this of what the direction of what the trade is going to be for the week. But in the charts in the platform, I give you live updates as they are happening. I'm sending you the charts. I'm telling you what is happening and what the possible trades will be. So just bear with me, follow me as we continue. So NZD-JPY. Now this is one of the one. Expect this to come down. I don't know why it's up here. So NZD-JPY. Now, if you look at this from the higher time frame, you can already see that that's a strong level, but price broke it. I think they call it flash crash or something. Price did that, came down again, price did that again. So now that's a rejection, that's a rejection too. But right now it's breaking it. It's breaking it. I expected this to come down and push up. That was my bias for this trade. Price is gonna. I knew it was gonna go up. Yep, I expected that, and then I said, okay, by the time it gets to this level, it's gonna return. It didn't. It didn't go so high at the level I expected it to get to. In fact, I think it was at this level that I expected it to get to, but it kind of missed that. So, and now it's come here. My bias was that okay, it's gonna come as low as this level and then push up again. You know, but yep, based that it didn't happen. It's not already breaking now, but that's not a bad thing. What it just means for me now is just to let it go, just sit on my hand and just allow it to keep doing its thing. There's not really nothing. The only area where I will start looking for trade opportunities would be, let me see, on the monthly. Yeah, this is where I'll be start looking for trade opportunities. I'm not going to do anything about all of this area because, as you can see, there are weeks. Price just broke it and rejected and then continue to the upside. Where I will start looking for trade opportunities will be if price finally breaks that level and comes down. That's where I have more data. There's nothing on this side. I may let it play out and then possibly get to this level. That may be another opportunity to trade the upside. So I'm just gonna let price just do its thing, and then I'm just gonna see what it's gonna do, and then I'll keep reacting to it as it occurs. That's the level it get to. That was excuse me, that was a let me see what year that was. That was the 2000 and oh, come on, Mike. That was the 2016 low. So if price may come back into it and then bounce from there, it's absolutely fine. If it bounce from them, we're just gonna keep monitoring it and see what it does. May come into it and then at that 2016 low bounce up again. So but we're just gonna keep monitoring it. But then if that level breaks, sweet money, if that level breaks, then this is our level right here. Yep, this is our level right there. But I'm just gonna keep sending it to the charts when we see as they play out. But for now, I don't really see myself trading this for now. So just let that one be. NZD USD. Now this one I expected this to drop all the way to that level. When it started here, I was expecting, remember guys, it was here I said, come guys, we're going to see that come to this level and then we're going to look for a trade. But what happened? It was short-lived and then price continued to the upside. Yep, but now it's coming back down again. So maybe this is going to give us that trade we'll be waiting for. My sell limit, buy limit is here, 0.64228. I've been waiting for that level. So price may just come into that level and then bounce to the upside. So that is the level to look out for, but that's not to say that it may not break, retest, and then continue to the downside. So the only thing you have control over is your money management, your stop loss, and all of that, and how much you want to leverage, put into the trade. Why did I choose that level? Because as you can see, it's a strong level. Price came into it, did not break, bounce, came into it again. So yeah, another, like, remember what I said. So if it breaks that, you know that it's gonna come down. It's gonna come down to that level, and if it breaks that level, it's gonna come down to this level. In fact, it would be even sweeter if it breaks this level, because there's no data here that stops it except this level, which is still a massive win if it comes at this low. Yep, but this level is a good level to start looking for bar limit. Yep. So I'm still really looking forward to that level. So you can put your buy limit here, but put your stop loss close by, so you not too close, so it doesn't kick you out, because they're possibly going to push it down a bit. So if you're able to hold it for a bit, you may even, your stop loss may be lower than this. If you have the capacity to hold that, to let that happen. Let me see how many pips below. It's not too bad. Yeah, 70, which maybe, who knows, maybe 80 or something, if you have the capacity to do 80. So that's you have the account to do that. But if you get a good, but if you lose that, it means that you possibly have to look for opportunity to buy and then make the money back. That's the way it works. You can't actually cry over spilled milk when you lose the trade. Just look for how you can make back the money on the way down. Yeah, because once it comes down, it's going to give you a pullback, so that it can give you an opportunity to enter, so you can keep selling. Yep. So NZD card. So another trade, been trying to sell this from time immemorial. You guys remember me? I'm always talking about this level. So price expected it. I was at this level expected it to continue, but somehow somebody came back and took me out. And now I would have entered here, but I missed it. And now it's coming down. I think I took it from somewhere else around there. I can't remember, but I'm still in it. Right now, this is where we're at. This is where we're at. I knew it was coming down. And yes, of course, it came as low as that level. If you remember, guys, you can already see the markings. Been following it. It came here, expected it to break. It didn't break. It pushed up. It's been doing all of that. And now it's coming down now. So what we're waiting for now is for this level to break. I'm really waiting for that level to break. So I expected this. I expected this to pull, but if it gets to this, I expect to push up, and then that's happening. So I want this now to push back down. I want it to push down. Your trade level is this level. You already see the markings, guys. That's your trade level. I'm not looking to buy this trade. I'm not looking to buy because sometimes you might say, okay, maybe because of what happened here, okay, that's possibly going to happen here. It's on a downtrend, so I don't want to counter trend this one, counter trend trade this one. All right, so I'm going to just leave this one, all of the buys to go, then wait for my sell because I need to add positions. I already have sales running, so my trade will be for price to come back into that 86, 88, 880 level, so that I can find my trade to continue to the downside. So you might want to put that as one of your trades to watch. That's NZD card. NZD card. I'm just gonna put that out. Okay, so the next one is AUD card. Good trade, good trade. I was expecting this to a trade at this level, and that's exactly what happened. Let me see where we're coming from. Yep. Remember, guys, I actually wanted this to come down, but it didn't come as low. I think I wanted it to come down, but it didn't come as low and started going up. Yes, it came this. Yeah, this was where we were looking for a trade at this level. Wanted it to come low, but it didn't come as low. I had stop loss. Buy limit at this level. And then price came in, it didn't come so low as we wanted it, then continued to the upside. But at the end of the day, what happened? It finally failed and then came in, took me in. So I'm somewhere around here. But that's not to say that this thing may not become a dud and then fail and then continue to the downside. That's very possible. But I'm willing to just let it, because I don't have stop loss moved in this one because it's too early, in my opinion, for that to happen. So I just still have my stop. But if I lose this trade, I won't cry over spill. I'm just gonna move on. But what I likely see this happening is this. I see price doing this as the shoulder, then possibly the head, and then possibly giving us another shoulder, and then do that, and then continue to the upside. That may be what this is gonna do. But again, you already know how we trade. We just wait for those levels to play up. We can't just jump in. Just wait for that to happen. Just wait for that. It may want to, maybe, who knows, this could just be the trade and then continue. It may not form that left shoulder. May just do that first move, 1, 2, and then continue. But again, if you enter at this level, you know that you have to put your stop loss possibly below here or below here, just to protect yourself. But again, if this comes to that level, from my markings here, you already know price is going to come back into it and then push to the upside. So yep, that's why levels are good. Levels are brilliant. So once you get those levels out, there's nothing you can do. Can do a lot with them. Now, looking at it on the higher time frame now, one would say, man, it's risky, because as you can see, it broke out of a channel. So it's also possible that this may happen. Price may do that and then continue to the downside. That's very, very possible. Again, you have no control over what is going to happen in the market. The only thing you have control over is your stop loss money management. Now, some people may even see this double bottom, which I see as well. I see that double bottom happening. You guys can see it. That, and then but that's my bias as well. I'm seeing that double bottom. I'm trying to ignore that what's it called now, that channel. So that may play out for me. So, but your level will be that level. Some other people would want to. That's why I have this one marked as well. For main double bottom strategy, trading strategy will be to wait for that to break into that level, and then you take it. That's the main strategy for double bottom. But I think you can always you can always find an early entry. So that's AUD card, AUD USD. Yeah, I wanted this to come down here, guys. Remember, I was telling us that I wanted this to come down to that level and take me in. or if it doesn't, it will take me in at this level. But then it fell short and continued. It didn't come too far. I mean, as close to my level as I expected it, and then pushed to the upside. And now it's pushing back down. So something is possible. Look at it on the higher time frame. You can see what I mean. Now you see that's a good level. Price broke out of that. I think I should just do it on the daily so I can show you clearly. Price broke out of that. Is it descending triangle? You know, you can see it clearly there. Price broke out of it. Yep, retested. So this may one might say that's a retest to continue to the downside. That's also possible. That's also possible. So but there's no crime. I could that because this is also possible. What we saw from the higher time frame is also possible. Let me see, what did we see on the higher time frame? You see what is possible, like the fact that this was a key level that we identified. Let me see that. This was a key level that we identified, you know. Where is it now? Oh yeah, this one. This was a key level that we identified. So price coming back into it and then bouncing off at that level. At this other one too was a key level. Let me see if I can pick it up. It's far away. It's far away. I think that's the one I'm talking about. This one as well, because of these other levels. This one. So it's a key level as well. Price coming back into it and bouncing. But that said, it's also possible for that trade to continue trending down as it's doing. Oh, let's get this. So it's also possible for this trade to continue down. So if we're going to be taking this, I have my buy limits in there, but I have to protect them so I don't lose out. I have to protect them so I don't lose. I don't know why this thing. I thought I took out notifications. Sorry about that. So now, but this one, I'm going to be very careful with this one. I'm going to be very careful, but I'm going to give you updates as they occur. It's coming down now. I have a sell limit here, a buy limit here, and I have a buy limit, but they both have stop losses. If this one loses, I'm expecting this one to lose, but if both loses, no problem at all. I'm going to look for an opportunity to take the trade, possibly this one or another one. But yes, I have that level set up and I have this level set up just like I set them up here initially for them to push to the upside. But then there's a strong chance that this descending triangle may actually play out. But let's see how it goes. AUD and ZD. AUD and ZD. This was another one that I expected to drop, but okay, I think I expected this to drop, but it fell short and then continued to the upside. We started playing it with that all of this moves buy here, but then what happened? Price came down below the buy level, and I actually had a trade. I had a trade at this level. Where is it now? I think I have it. I had a trade at that level. I can't remember now, but I had a trade at that level. So right now for this one, I would say that because it's close to this place, so even though you want to trade this, possibly gonna do scalp. Just be careful because that will be your TP. If that breaks above, then that. But generally, I expected this to just continue pushing to the upside. I expected this also. This may well be like what we always say. This may just be like a spring. Springing to continue to the upside. That consolidation and then price breaks below that level, forms that spring, creates that spring, just because it pushes, it does up and down, then goes down to push up. So that's maybe what may be happening right now. So if you're not already in this, your best place to look for this trade would not be this place because it's so risky. Your best place for look for this trade would be this level. You can see it for yourself clearly. It's so clear, this level here. So just let price play out, cross all of this area, then go into that level. That's where you'll be looking for your trade. It's better than looking for your trade at this level because it's so close to this place. So but then this level means you have to wait for that to break out and retest that level before you look for your trade. Yep. All right then. Um I think I need okay, hold on. Just give me a second. I need to send a message out to somebody. 1 second. Okay. Mm. Okay, just needed to just let them know I'm in a meeting. Okay, where are we? Okay, yeah. All right then. So yep, so your best level will be that level 1.0630 That will be your best level to look for trade, break above retest, and then you can um buy at that level. AUD JPY. Now this is, as you can see, now this is one of those trades that I wish I had taken it at this point when it broke out. I was really expecting this trade to bounce. Remember that it had a strong level, so I expected that to bounce and then continue to the upside. Albeit I still created opportunity. I mean, I looked at the possibility of that breaking. Yes, it did break. It gapped and then came so low. And so I believed, okay, I'm sure it's gonna go back up. And yes, it did go back up. So it came in, retested, came into it. I took a buy, I went up, and then what happened? Price came back and broke out. But I should have taken a sell when that happened, but then I missed it. So it's fine, it's absolutely fine. So now it's coming down. It's in that channel, descending wedge, as you can see. So I believe that it may just continue doing that, possibly keep maybe trying to do another move to that upside, you know, or possibly just continue doing that and then pushing down as it is going, but there's nothing to trade at this level unless you just want to I wouldn't even want to take a AUDJPY because of so much uncertainty. This is all I have, and I don't have any reason to want to trade this, you know so I could just ignore it altogether. GBP yen, pound yen, good trade. If you guys remember this trade, pound yen, it's a good trade that I posted that guys look for a break, and that's what happened. We saw that bullish bearish flag played out nicely, got to that level, which is the normal TP for this kind of trade. If you want to look at it, this is your normal TP, perfect trade. Now, if we don't know what's going to happen, it may just continue retest that level. Let me see on the higher time frame now. No data for me. I don't like that week is so massive. So the only other thing that I believe may happen is for price either to bounce at that level where it is right now. This may possibly be a W, you know, or a double bottom, and then price continues to the upside and then does that, or might just decide to just keep going down. But anyway, whatever be the case, I still have my trade in here. I'm good. My stop loss already moved in. So this is that level that I might be looking for a break and reset, but so close by. So you have to, if you're going to trade this, you probably might scalp these few levels these short levels as you have them, you know. But your main level would be if price breaks back into that. Let me see now. Let me see if I can get a higher level. Yeah, possibly that level. Let me see on the low side. Yeah, I don't like all of those flash crashes. I don't like them. So I would say for me, that's a bearish engulfing candle. Good trade, good thing. It might mean that it might continue to the downside, but that also may mean that it's going to give us some form of pullback before continuing to the downside. But either way, because there's so much uncertainty, I'm going to say put a break on this one. If you're not already in it, if you didn't enter to TP here, just put a break on it, and then we'll look at it as it plays out to see what happens in the market. GBP USD. This guy has been playing with me for quite some time. Expected that inverted head and shoulder. This is not to say that it's finished playing out. I mean, it's invalid. It's not invalidated because, as you can see, this is still we still have that neck. This could still be a what's it called, a neckline. So anything is possible. But if you look at it on the higher time frame, you see that level. See that level, price has been bouncing off that level. So what may happen is that price may just, that's why I had to create this level. Price may want to bounce at that level now, you know. So let me bring my pen out. Come on. So price may just push a little bit into that trend line and then bounce, like we've been expecting it, But if that level does break, of course, we're gonna trade it to the downside. You already know if that level does break. But well, this is so clear. So clear. There's no reason to jump into this trade now because it hasn't given you a reason to jump into the trade. There's no reason to sell it. The sell it would be to do this, let it break that and then drop. That's where you will sell. You let it break that level and then come back into it. That's where you look for your sell. For you to buy this market, in fact, I think it may actually be a good place to buy the market because it's still at the bottom. If who knows, because you can see it's already pushing out a bullish engulfing candle, but it's not strong enough. So even though you enter, you might have to protect it, put some what's it called now, stop loss to protect that position, so you don't lose a lot if something happens. So yeah, this might be a good trade to jump into, but protect that. Yeah, because at the bottom, good bottom, but who knows, it may just push down a bit. We just push down a bit to that trend line before pushing to the upside. But again, remember, you have no control over what it's going to do. The only thing you have control over is your stop loss, your money management. So even though if you want to enter with a mini or a micro just to watch it play out, if it goes into the next level, next zone, just keep creating zones for it, keep creating levels. If it makes it to that top level, possibly this level, you can look for another entry, another level here, another entry, another level. So that way you keep increasing your positions, so you don't put all of your eggs in one basket. Yep. So, but I'm looking forward to trading this to this trade. USDJPY. Yeah, we're still looking at this guy. Because of why are we looking at it? Because of that, we're expecting this broke out of that channel. So we did that, dropped, did that, dropped, did that. So that's what we're waiting for. We are trading this. This is what we're trading right now. The level, the TP will be at that level. So this is still in play. For now, it stops being in play if it breaks above that. That's where we stop trading, stop selling, and I'll start looking for a buy. If it comes back into this level, this is where you'll start looking for your buy. That will be your TP. But this is a very clear trade, as you can see. So your trade will be, I would say, to be honest, really, I would say you might maybe wait for it to break that level, and then you can look for your trade. Yep. So what else? Let me see what else I have in the pipeline. I don't know. Oil. I ignore oil for now. Ignore oil. Maybe if you want to trade oil, possibly wait for oil to come back down. I close all my positions, come back into that level, and then look for your oil 51.23. Look for your oil. If it breaks below that, that will be your oil level. But other than that, I don't see myself buying oil. For now. USD card. Okay, USD card. You see, bounced off that level. We saw that dropped, then it's now creating that channel, and it bounced off that level and it's going back up. So I wouldn't, for now, I don't really have anything to do with except it goes back. I expected that to continue to the downside. I mean, to actually, let me see my pen now. Where is it? I expected this to go here before dropping, but it dropped before getting up there. So maybe this might just go to that level before finally coming down. So your trade will be to wait for that thing to come to that level, wait for it to come to that level, then you can look for your sell. The final one I'm going to be looking at is gold. Gold, the reason why I'm looking at gold is because I expect, as I want gold to go into that level, I want gold to go into that level that were marked up for last week. It's already rejected. Who knows? That may actually be the trade. But if I don't get that level, I don't see myself selling gold anymore. If it doesn't go into that level, then I'm not gonna enter it until it finishes playing out, because it may actually just do this and then come into that thing, that trend line, and then continue. So it's so uncertain. So, but my main level for gold is 1365.40. That's my level where I'll be looking to sell gold. But if it breaks above that, you guys already know, it's main opportunity to buy, and to buy, you buy it up to that 1.1434.70. You can see it's so clear. The data is so clear. Let me just mark that out again so we can see it. So that will be that level retest, and then that will be your TP. Yep. So guys, that will bring us to the end of this session. I would see us on the other side. If you have any questions whatsoever, just let me know. And also, like I said, I'm going to post all of the charts as they occur. As the market player, I'm going to post them in real time so that we can take advantage of them. So do have a fantastic trading week. God bless you. Bye-bye.